Right, now we get everything ready for the knot. And what you want to do is take a sharp awl and just find out where the end of your handle is exactly, and you'll feel it, of course. There it is, it's just there. Now, if you don't have a staple gun like I do, just wrap some wax cord around there to hold that and tie it off, and then you can cut that piece off there. But what I do now, I found that these staples are very good. I use 1/2 inch staples, a good size staple gun, go right around and just staple those. Now that holds all your strands in place. Gives me a feeling of security, knowing that they're not going to come undone in any way. Just tap those in, make them secure with a hammer. And then we can cut that off. There we are. That's cut off. And you can see the different layers of leather just there. And what we'll do next, is put a piece of leather over the end of that just to cover that raw edge. I've got a 1 inch punch here. I just mark the leather there, gives me a one inch round mark. And then just cut up to the mark like this. So you end up with a piece of leather shaped like that. I'll take a sharp knife, or in my case an edge beveler, and just round this off so you don't have a square edge, a sharp edge. See that? And over this goes your piece of leather, like so. Now once again, if you don't have a stapler, just bind that on with cord. What I'm going to do with the staple gun, just drive one into there, stretch that over there nice and tight. Drive another one in there again, and again. Give them a tap with a hammer. You can do the same thing with 1/2 inch tacks if you want. I just use 1/2 inch staples, and I like those because they've got the two prongs on them. Now just trim your wrist strap up, and again I put this on with staples. My advice to you, if you haven't got a stapler, is put it on with tacks. This is something that you don't want coming adrift. I'll put 2 in there and 1 across there. Now they're 1/2 inch staples, so they've gone in 1/2 inch. They're not about to come undone. There we go. Now we build up the foundation for the knot. I do that with wax thread and by bending these back here like this. Okay. A couple of turns to hold that on. Bend the next one back. A couple of turns to hold that on. And again. Couple of turns, and the last one. Couple of turns. And once that's held in place, just trim these off so that they're just a little bit below the brow of this end piece here. I'll show you why that is in a minute. It'll aid you in doing the knot. Now what I'll normally do here is put a layer down almost to both the edges, then come in a little bit and just build that up slowly. Fill that up slowly with the wax thread. Until you've got that mound shape there. And that gives you a roundness for your knot. Alright, once you've got that, trusty stapler again. Throw a couple of staples in there just to make sure that none of that wax thread comes undone. 4 will do the trick. Now you can just give that a bit of a roll. Smooth that out. Right, now for the knot of your handle transition to your thong. Now a lot of people tend to bind these very tightly with wax thread, and the reason they do that is because they haven't bound the inside of the whip like I have here. So I don't find that that's necessary because I've got enough binding here to enable a smooth transition from the handle to the thong. So all I use is a piece of shaped leather. Now that's just shaped like so. It's thin down there, skived off there, skived off there, and you've got this thicker piece in the middle. It's about 16mm wide, and that just gives me a nice base for the knot that goes on there. Once again, stapler, you can use tacks. Throw about 4 or 5 in. That'll hold that so it never ever comes adrift. And that's ready for the knots now. Now I'll show you how to do these knots.